unenjoyable one-night stand with her ex-boyfriend, Ted. And in this chapter, she's sharing the encounter with her best friend, Jack. So this is 3, Jane's best friend.
You what?
Jack choked on his grande, non-fat, no foam, no water, 6-pump, 103-degree chai tea latte. We were at the Coffee Beanery in Woodward, a coffee shop not far from the hospital where Jack, my best friend, works.
I know. I'm a few days before my period and I'm super horny.
That's no excuse. Ted's an asshole, you know this.
Jack rarely got angry, but I could tell he was now. That little line between his temples was bulging out. Jack was beautiful. His light, dirty brown hair fell into his body was incredible, even though he rarely worked out. We once spent a rainy afternoon taking a Cosmo beauty test that measured our faces. After compiling the numbers, I came out with a 6.5 out of 10. Jack had a solid 10.
You work with him, Janie. Remember how complicated things were?
He works at the regional office. I hardly have to deal with him anymore.
He wants to get back with you. You can't let him.
I'm not going to go back to him. I shouldn't have even told you.
I was angry with Jack for not letting me enjoy the sex I hadn't really enjoyed.
May I remind you how he broke up with you?
He leaned back in his chair as if he were questioning a defendant.
He didn't break up with me. He ignored me and might have cheated on me. He made me break up with him.
Exactly.
Damn. Let's move on.
Sure. Whatever. You know this is a mistake.
Yeah.
If you go back with him, I swear
I'm
to...
not going back with anyone. It just kind of happened.
Oh, his dick just kind of fell in there, really? What about the window guy? Any progress with that?
The window guy has a name, okay? It's not some random dude.
Okay, fine. What's his name?
I don't know, but that's not the point.
Yeah, it kind of is the point, Jane. You're becoming a full-blown stalker.
I'm not. I'm just getting to know him visually.
Sure, that's exactly what stalkers would say.
A few months ago, after I gained 10 pounds and didn't feel like dieting, I took up jogging. Like most weight loss activities, I stopped a few days after starting, although I'd run around my neighborhood once in a while if I was feeling particularly bloated. One evening, after eating pasta 3 meals in a row, I jogged past a house that was on one of my usual routes. This time, someone caught my eye. Him. Through a brightly lit bay window, I saw him sitting on a sofa and working on his computer, the light of the television bouncing off his face. A golden retriever sat on the floor, cuddling up against his legs. His soft auburn hair and beautiful blue eyes were completely endearing. His house appeared clean and tastefully decorated. It was an old house, the kind of with lots of woodwork and historical charm. He was my dream man in my dream house.
Knock on his door, just say you lost your cat or something.
I thought about that. Maybe I could pretend I broke my ankle, then he'd have to let me in.
You are so single white female.
Shut up! Dating is hard. You wouldn't know, would you?
Janie, you need to find love. You're 35, for God's sake. The sex thing and your random crushes can't fill up that empty hole you have growing inside of you. You know that, don't you?
Jack was slowly eating a low-fat, low-taste blueberry bran muffin and glaring at me. I wasn't eating anything, which meant I was dieting, which meant I would eat twice as much later in the day.
I'm very aware of my age, but until I find my Stephen, I might as well have fun, right? It was just one night.
Was it fun?
It was all right, I guess. I don't know, whatever, shut up.
Jack and Stephen owned a house within walking distance from mine in Pleasant Ridge, a small affluent town bordering Ferndale. Stephen owns a law firm specializing in LGBT rights, and Jack is a nurse. They were the loving parents I never had. They'd cook me meals, let me raid their fridge, give me advice, and even money when I needed it. I couldn't imagine my life without them.
Maybe I'll meet the love of my life in a bathroom.
I changed my mind on women, ordered a double glazed donut.
What?
I'm just saying, everyone says you'll meet someone when you don't expect it, and I truly would not expect to meet someone mid-pee.
Well, maybe you should start peeing outdoors then.
Maybe I will, Honcho.
Honcho?
It's just something I'm trying out. I mean, I think it makes me sound confident.
No, it doesn't. Don't try it anymore.
Stephen entered the Coffee Beanery carrying 2 briefcases and a stack of papers.
She slept with Ted last night.
Oh, Janie, why? Oh, God, why?
For a second, I thought Stephen was going to cry. He took my personal life very personally.
Do I need to tell you? Jack will tell you anyway.
True. Good point. I'd offer you dinner later, but it looks like you already took care of that.
Stephen pointed to the donut crumbs on my napkin.
Did you tell her about the doctor, Jack?
I knew exactly where this was going, and I wasn't happy.
What doctor? He didn't tell you.
Jack works with this handsome doctor who's been divorced for some time and is looking to get back in the scene.
I hated the word scene. It made me feel like I had a part in a really bad movie that never seemed to end.
I know what you're thinking, Jane. Remember, he's really cute. I showed him your Facebook profile and he thought the same about you.
So what's wrong with him?
Why do you think there's something wrong with him?
May I remind you of the last time you both set me up?
Point taken, Jane. This guy is different, I swear.
6 months ago, Jack and Stephen had set me up with a man they met at a dinner party. Before agreeing to the date, I went online to check this guy out. He was attractive, he was interesting. I just didn't know that his only mode of transportation was a bicycle and that he was allergic to fish. I suggested sushi, and he, thinking he wasn't that allergic, went ahead with the idea. 2 hours later, he had thrown up all over my car, and we ended up in the yard with his face swollen to the size of a beach ball.
Who eats sushi when they're allergic to fish?
He hadn't had a reaction since he was a kid, Jane.
That was the last time he had fish, Stephen.
Calm down, you two. It doesn't matter. I already gave Andrew your number. Expect a call.
Great. I can't freaking wait. I'm putting plastic down on my car seats, though.
End of chapter.